Let us keep subcategory, category, and the sales value. So sales comes in value. First, we will start with a subcategory and then we will add the category as well. Let us remove the decimal and also align it in the center. Now we want to keep sales one more time. And what we want to find out is that in the first one, we want to find out the sum of sales, and in the next one, we want to find the sum of sales as a percentage. To do this, we can simply right click on the first number, click on show values as, and as you can see, at the moment we haven't applied any calculation, and we can simply select percentage of column total, which means that because our column total is 12.64 million, the moment I click on percentage of column total, it will show me a different percentage for every single subcategory, and I can see that it adds up to 100%. If we sort our data, it tells us that phones, copiers, and chairs together are contributing about 35% of your total sales, while the rest of the subcategories are about two-thirds of your total sales. Let us also see which are the other type of calculations that are available. So I'll remove my sales and put it one more time like this, and let's put it a third time. So the first column is the sales amount. The next one I want to call as my running total, and the third one will become my running total as a percentage. To do this, on the second column, we right click on the first number, show values as running total, and we press OK. And then on the third one, right click, show values as percentage running total. Now, right now, it might not really be making a lot of sense because usually when you keep a running total, you want to sort your list in either a descending or an ascending order. So the moment we right click and then sort the data in largest to smallest, see what happens. It is telling us that out of these 17 subcategories, if I look at top 8, my top 8 subcategories together are contributing 9.85 million, which is almost 80% of my total sales. And this can be very handy because when you're doing Pareto analysis or if you want to do a divestment strategy, it tells you which of these subcategories are doing well and which ones aren't doing well. So you can see the marginal return or the marginal increase from every additional subcategory. Now do remember that these calculations depend on the underlying value. For example, if I change the summary type to an average, and I do the same thing here as well, and on the third column as well. Now this time you notice the numbers come like this, so it just looks wrong, right? And the reason it is looking wrong is because you have not chosen the underlying number carefully. Now because we have chosen the average as the underlying number, it is actually adding up the averages of tables and copiers, and then it is simply doing this. It is showing us 356% and 632%. And I'm sure all of you would agree that this doesn't really make any sense because 246 is not the sum of all these averages. It is simply the grand average of every single one of the 50,000 transactions. So you have to be very careful of this. I've seen a lot of people not pay attention to this. Do remember that whenever you do a calculation, you have to ensure that the underlying number is exactly what you want it to be. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z and then go back. And this is how we get our running total and our running total as a percentage. In the next lecture, I want to show you how you can use the running total as a percentage to create a Pareto chart.